Hey, Drone here. What's going on, guys? We have the other Shark Whoop. This one comes with this. That's it. It is BNF. You could get it, I believe, Fly Sky, Fry Sky, Fatuba, maybe one or two other ones, and it is good to go. This does have acro. I have it bound to the T16. We are going to be flying using Fatsharks with that module right there, Furious, and we're gonna give it a go. I will tell you guys, if you're flying this inside, just as well as any other ducted quadcopter that looks like this, I was gonna do this review yesterday, and my drone was just yawing to the right. It was yawing to the right. I put it on beta flight, I calibrated it, it was still yawing to the right. I popped off all the props. This one prop was sagging, causing it not spin as fast, allowing it to yaw to the right, because there's a bunch of my wife's hair in there. So if you have animals, if you have anybody in the house with long hair, be aware of that, because I'm not a perfect flyer, so obviously I crashed this in the house once or twice, and again, it was causing it to yaw right. So just a tidbit of information, but let's get on with the show.
All right, I kind of let this run before we do take off. If you notice down at the bottom, it said battery not full. Battery was full, so I don't know if something needs to be adjusted on here or calibrated. And immediately, we're down to 3.4 volts. This thing's draining juice out the wazoo. It is a nice flyer. It's definitely a nice flyer. I like the way it flies. I like all the telemetry that it's given us. And then right here, bam, it's like we hit a brick wall. We actually ran into a crosswind, and I think that's what it was. I think it was a crosswind, and right here we are just going to try to take it up. Went in this area here, as opposed to where we started, we are high wind zone. The wind's literally blowing straight down this, like an alleyway per se, and the drone's not hanging too well. So as we go ahead and crash again, we'll get it back up. Doesn't deal with wind well, does fly well. It does fly very well, especially on this T16. But as far as flight times, dude, look at the battery, bottom right corner. We're at 3.2 volts, and we've barely flown. You can look at the fly time, the fly minute, lower left. We've been in error for a minute. Definitely need to work on a battery solution for this, because I do think this can be a great drone. It's bind and fly, it's ready to go. It has telemetry, has on-screen display. You can hook it up to beta flight. But if we're not getting any better type of flight times than this, it's got to go. But I think a better battery, a higher C rating might fix that.
Okay, guys, so what are my thoughts? It flies really well. It does fly really well. I don't know if the first crash was due to washout, or if, like, right now we're blocked. We're kind of in a blockade by my house. But as soon as we get out there, the wind's kind of blowing that way. I don't know if it was wind, or what was my other thought? I had another thought. Wind or washout. But the biggest issue with this right now is flight time. We are getting horrible flight times. I noted that when I was flying it earlier, and this is why. We have a 240 milliamp an hour battery. It says 45C, but lossy connection. They shouldn't give us a lossy connection. They should have hooked us up with a Santa Whoop type connection, or a Bold Clash connection. This lossy connection has to go. We got to be able to run better batteries on this. The Santa Whoops were able to run a 500 milliamp an hour battery. I do have a skinny 500 lossy connection. Maybe we'll get that on and try it again. But as of right now, it's a good flyer. It's lacking in the battery department. Easy fix though, super easy fix. Guys, I'm Jay Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns down below, definitely get at me. The other Shark.